Good morning, everyone. My name's Dave Calkin. I'm the owner of Existo LLC in Ypsilanti, Michigan. About 3 years ago, I started this company to help build the marijuana industry in Michigan and elsewhere. Uh, so I wrote code against the Metrc system in all states that Metrc is in, and validated in all modules and in all states. So Existo out of Ypsilanti is one of the most knowledgeable companies in the world related to the seed to sale tracking that Metrc is doing for state governments. Uh, my company provides all sorts of technologies for these new facilities. So whether you're a grower, processor, provisioner, transporter, or lab, give Existo a call. We have general business solutions as well as solutions designed to augment your operational business processes, specific to your facility type. But today, this is video number one. I just wanted to get this video out to show some of the technology related to RFID that we're bringing to market. I'm working with a Connecticut firm called Supply Insights. These guys have been doing RFID since the 90s, I believe, and have done many implementations. But still, the marijuana industry is new to everyone, and so we're all learning and we're all growing together. And so we're just beginning to provide solutions for grow facilities. So I hope you give us a try and we can walk down this journey together. So today I'm going to be showing you the Supply Insights portal. It also comes with this iPod device that's used with a TSL 1128 RFID reader. This iPod device simply rides on top of the sled of the TSL, and here's the TSL right now. And here's the screen that you're actually seeing. You can't see it any better than you can in that top quarter there. But anyway, yeah, here's the TSL, and it's just a gun, much like a barcode gun. As a matter of fact, it is a barcode gun, but it's also an RFID tag reader, which of course is what Metrc uses on all the plants and in all the packages in all states. So of course, in my laboratory here and in the laboratory we have in Connecticut, we're working with all sorts of RFID, because the truth of the matter is, you're not limited to using RFID just for the plants and the packages. I mean, if you've got assets, if you've got things that you want to track and don't want to lose, or maybe it's a special tool to do something with, I don't know, your CO2 extractor or something, but you don't want to lose that tool, you put a tag on it, some sort of little tag on it maybe, and you'll always be able to find that thing by using the locator button on here. So keep in mind that you can use RFID on all your assets, whether they're large or small or just plain important. But anyway, yeah, this is the TSL 1128, and I want to get that screen up there again. Yeah, that's what I want. I think that'll fix it. Yep. And so, as I was saying, we have the Supply Insight portal, and I believe this is all going to be branded for Existo as we move into other states, just to give you an idea of where we're going. But these guys are doing great work out there, and so I'm just going to log in real quick to the Supply Insight portal on my desktop browser. Let's see how that goes. Okay, good. Okay, now I'm logged onto the portal, and we're on the dashboard part. And so one of the most fundamental concepts you want to start thinking about when you begin using RFID, our application, is that it is inventory control. It is a way to do cycle counts and to provide yourself with physical inventory numbers. It is a way to know where all the Metrc tags are in your facility, whether they're in the quarantine room or the veg room or the flower room. And so this is how the portal looks from the dashboard perspective. And we'll go through this real quick in a few minutes. But we also have the TSL gun reader that I'm about to log on to. So I'm just going to, if I had my glasses, I'm going to try to sign on. So we'll, yeah, all right. Okay. So I'm going to put in the same log on because we're logging on to the same portal. It's just this is using the iPod. Should have got my glasses. I think I got it. Yep, I sure do. And so that's just the iPod device, the mobile device that rides on top of the TSL sled. It connects to the device with the with Bluetooth. Okay, so the iPod communicates with your wireless network, and so that's the mobile unit, the mobile gun unit, the TSL sled. And in addition to that, we have what is known as the Brady device, the Brady antenna, and you can see that right here. And these are fixed units that go over doorways or cover your entire vegetative area. But these are our RFID readers, and you can see a little blue light here, which is really the only way to know what's going on with the device itself, as opposed to looking at the portal or reading the data or going to various rooms. But the light will tell you various things. If it's blue, you're connected, and if it's flashing green like it is right now, you're not only connected, but you're reading tags within its reading cone, within its reading sphere. So I got a bunch of RFID tags right here in front of me, and I think you can see a few of them here. But they come in all sorts and sizes, and so some of these tags are very similar to Metrc. I sent some very similar Metrc tags out to the laboratory in Connecticut, so they're working with those. But so let's take a look at some of the screens here. I'll do the this TSL first, and just give you an idea of what the screens look like. So yeah, it's just an iPod device, this Apple device, and so you can see here that, let me get my glasses, yeah. Yeah, so you swipe left and you get this menu here, which has all sorts of features, but certainly you can do all sorts of inventory procedures. You can create assets, check out assets, transfer assets, and the same with goods. For instance, you can see the goods master there. We're working on the idea of promoting 100 clones at a time, working with set theory, working with batches of 100, and then just simply, of course, allocating 100 metric tags when those 100 clones get, 8 by 8 inches. And so we would use the good master there and create essentially in our system, they're known as goods, but they represent each plant, and so we'd create 100 plants and put tags on each one of them, and then simply run the quick commissioning of goods routine there. So that's a little bit about that. And you have, it tracks these tags whenever they're in the system, so you get rich history. And I'm just going to swipe left now, and of course, it turns out you set up these programs, whether it be ERP programs or CRM programs, Metrc, or the point of sale systems that we put into dispensaries. They all have similar features in that you have to, set up your sites, you have to set up your rooms, you have to set up structures, and here you can see you have levels and zones as well. And zones are an important concept in this solution, in that the Brady device is associated with a zone, and so you go to zone 1A or whatever, and you can see all of the RFID tags that are currently within its view, or have been in its view in the past. So that's when we swiped right. You can see all of these various functions, and just what you would expect. So that's the TSL, and that's a mobile reader, and we'll show you how that works in subsequent videos for sure. But let's take a look at the portal now. So the same portal that you're using on your iPod, you're using here in Chrome browser. I'm a big Chrome user. So yeah, if we just quickly go through here, just what you would expect, help about and all of that. And of course, we have the concept of devices, roles, users, and you can see some of these screens, and you can see I'm a user in this particular system. System devices, you have to create, master templates when you add something like this Brady census device that I just, that we've hooked up into this little demo. And then, of course, once you create system devices, you create the device itself, and that's what we've done here. And we can go to that screen, and you can see, yep, here's Dave, system device 99, and it's an RFID reader device, and our system, we haven't done it yet, at least not in Michigan, is capable of connecting with your security cameras, and so we're really excited about what that might bring to the industry. So locations is a really important concept, and like I said, let me minimize this. Like I said, it's a concept you see in ERP programs or various programs. And so you go in and you create sites. You only have one site. You have the Existo Grow facility site, and you've got structures and levels and floor plans and zones, and so you could put the Brady device under the a shelf lip and in your quarantine room. And so if set up correctly, and you can create a quarantine room in which you always know every package that's in that room, and for that matter, when you send out test results and the 30-day time limit, or when you send out test results and when you might get them back in. But so anyway, you set up locations and structures and shelves and rooms, and in very similar ways to other programs. And then, of course, the item management is very similar to what we saw with the iPod. You have assets. Click on that and see what comes up. Okay, good. Yeah, so I've read a bunch of tags, and I put them here as plant 1, plant 2, plant 3. And I also put in this light and ballast structure as an asset. But we're nailing down all the business processes. I mean, as you know, it's going to be a moving target for years, which is really part of the challenge. The rules change, the software, everybody's software, then tries to change.